somewhere along the way, and I wasn't able to get Bethesda to contact me back on the weapon. They couldn't. I don't know what the fuck they have an excuse for at that point, but even then I wasn't too worried because I wasn't using the Gatling gun at all anyways. Or what did a Gatling gun do? And now I have 2 Gatling guns and prefer to have the Resolute Veteran for one of them in exchange. When people usually get in our LFG posts, normally they're just like, fuck you, you're trying to trade this shit, how dumb are you? Or fuck you, that's totally not worth the cap amount that you think it's worth. It's worth quadruple that. I think that in observation terms, a conclusion, it's a scientifically tested conclusion. We ran tests on this. The Fallout 76 vending community, specifically for the looking for group posts, enjoy gluttony and draining other players dry. The ones that actually are making posts, looking to sell, looking to trade, looking to buy, are 9 times out of 10 a scammer, and the other 1% is not a scammer until they see an opportunity to scam you, and they take it. That was our finding. I did 100 of these as well, and the same thing happened. 9 times out of 10, the 9 times they came in wanting to scam you, and 1% didn't want to scam you until they found that you're dumb enough or gullible or something, and then they took an opportunity to get triple off of you. I guess we're the only ones left in the game, Bromby, that can be trusted with good nature. Because after doing 100 of those tests, spanning like 10, 20 a week or something like that, or a few weeks in, or really it was a few weeks span across 10 an hour, or 10 every... For 10 hours, I did a thing. It's kind of hard to explain how I did it. I tried to find a way to evenly distribute them, and it didn't quite work. So, but basically, that's what I confirmed. People rather scam you than be good about it. They're always butthurt when they're on the receiving end. 9 times out of 10, they come in scamming you, and that 1%, the 10th time, they're normal, and then they find a way to, then they see a way to scam you, and they try to do it. So, that's why, Bromby, that the LFG is more punishing with how you can say words. Because some people have been getting tired of being scammed. Don't choke, Kate. Kate is so hungry. I'm just hungry.
The fact there is a whole Reddit community based on this vending stuff, but you can barely fucking use the thing to trade. Because I don't know if they...
Yeah, because every word is breaking the rules. Every word known to man is breaking the rules. And you talking about the Fallout one? Their rules are so strict you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. But you're doing it wrong, whatever you do. But again, made by the company, run by the community. So literally what the Fallout Reddit community is. Made by Bethesda to be run by the community. And what happens there? You get a kid that's from being a moderator or an admin. Oh, you don't like Fortnite. You're getting kicked out of the Reddit post. Or, oh, hey, you joined in just yesterday and you're already actively making opinions in our opinion-based chat. I'm going to kick you out of the Reddit. Oh, I'm a 30-year-old man that thinks that the beta was better than the alpha, but you think otherwise. I'm going to have you pushed out of the Reddit. That happens in here a lot, too. I thought it was, sorry for the burping. Got pressure on my stomach. But it happens in all Reddits. Well, maybe not ours. We don't have a Reddit yet. You have to wait till your account is like 60 or so days old or some shit like that to even get the right to make your own Reddit account, a Reddit post section. discussion subreddit. So, but it's an observation, and proof will be given. Well, for now, just take my word for it. And when I find the data I had written down on it, I will give it to Bromby, and we'll update this video on it.
But also,
I had put away. I was so mad at the results and the truth that I put the results away. Because it sickened me to think that we're playing this game and players would rather screw you over on all angles just for being a good person.
And if you're gonna say, this is to the people watching this, if you're gonna go ahead and say that there's good people in the community, you gotta go find them, that may be true, but it's overshadowed by the amount of assholes that exist. People who are just unwilling.
As far as we can tell, at least, we only have amongst my friend list are a few, and this is around 2 years worth of gameplay. You got Mage, Britt, Nut, Reaper, and you. That's 6 people. Everyone else that was in my group, or my list of people that I had before, were those people that I removed and or blocked because of inactivity. Intentional inactivity means they were playing offline or pretending not to be there when I got on and couldn't tell me why. They knew it was for me being a good person. They were sick of me being nice. It sickens people for some reason. Or they were bad people. And I just couldn't bring myself to stay with them. And they were like, one of them was even like, I've been trying to get banned from your group for weeks. Ban me, you bitch. No. You can leave if you're angry. He wanted a reason to get more mad by trying to make himself get banned from the group so he could get more mad. He's attention grabber. He was clout hungry all the time, I guess. So maybe not super all the time, but he was. Again, we're just doing this to be observations, and again, once I find the stats, I promise I will get it set up and brought by his account thing, showing what I had found, because again, that's some pretty bad results. I mean, out of 100, I did. I can honestly say 99 of them had that result. One of them, a single one I did, had a separate result, but it wasn't a whole lot better for what was happening. Because again, he still had a friend in the chat that joined on his own accord, didn't get invited, invite only, and he jumped in by himself. And was like, his friend was like, hey, we gonna fuck this dude too? No. Dude, shut up. I'm doing a trade with this guy. I'm trying to make us look normal. Hey, you bitch ass. Give us all your shit or I'll take your IP. Dude got mad and left. So, I'll give him a pass because his friend was doing it. And he didn't want it. That's why it's the only one that we've had that was somewhat normal. But it still happened that his friend jumped in a chat and hint that they weren't doing some nice stuff. And he's trying to make them in. But his friend was like, if you don't give us your shit, I'll take your IP and I'll have you DOS or whatever. And he said, I'll hack and take it. His friend left. The dude did take the IP, or attempted to, but the chip in my system that worked at the time that I put in my Xbox to prevent such stopped them. He couldn't take my IP. He said, oh, you live in Russia? Okay. So you assume, bitch. It wasn't. I tried, but I was running a VPN. I can't help it. It's so stupid. See you soon, bitch. I hope you like airfare, buddy, because you're gonna be cold for a bit. Oh boy, it's just whatever. I mean, again, this is just how. This video is more of an observation of how a test I've run, good old Vault Tech test or two that people don't know they're doing. I usually don't tell them because, again, you don't tell a test subject, we're going to give you a drug that's experimental. One of them is going to do nothing, and the other one's going to almost kill you. We're going to give it to you in a cup A and cup B, and you're going to tell us which one you like better. What are they going to do? If you told them that cup A was the drug and cup B was the one that won't kill you, you know it's going to ruin your test. So, it was depressing, though, to see that most of those tests, all of them were like that. Even the one that wasn't like that, I'm giving him credit because he seemed like he really didn't want to screw anybody, but his friends still did it. It's really hard to say that there are a lot of to me personally, I don't believe in the community being good anymore. The word gaming, a good gaming community to me is, again, put gun in mouth, pull trigger. There is no such thing. When you play an online game, there is no such thing as a good gaming community. There will always be that guy in the community. You can't do anything about it because we share the fucking planet with the bastards. You can't kill them, it's because that's murder. You can't tell them to fuck off because then you get in trouble. You have to sit there and if you don't like it, they'll tell you to leave the community. Because they won't punish the individual for being a dick. They'll punish you if you tell them to fuck off or I'm gonna beat your ass. You get in trouble, you broke a rule, but the person go on being a general nuisance and do the same thing. That guy, the guy that no one wants to be around in a server group because they think they know everything, they think they're obligated to earn everything, and they punish people like us. I mean, I guess you can call it a pick and choose world. Because it is a pick and choose world. In this case, I'm going to pick you as a victim to get scammed. I'm choosing to scam you. And you don't like it, I don't care. If it doesn't happen, fuck you. If it happens, what you do for me? I got something free. We're not ever going to be like that, though. My daughters know better. I know better. You know better. But apparently everyone else in the world doesn't. Or knows better and doesn't care. I don't know which one yet. Because, again, it's just... How the hell? And that's what baffles me out of all the research and stuff I've done in this game, especially in the vending. How could a clothing item be 30,000 caps? It was 10K before the increase in cap. And you look at the reasons that the person who made the spreadsheet says is because the robot's elusive. You can spawn him in and he'll die quickly, but you spawn him in, do a specific in-game thing that was left for those to make it less elusive. You can oftentimes get what you want from it. It's not hard. Apparently it is, but it's not. I mean, whoever it's making it hard. So that they're going off of that premise, the assumption that robot is for the long coat, the longshoreman outfit, and the ranger outfit. Just because of that, the robot never ever shows up. So with that lie, the person's like, well, okay, so those three outfits are a robot that is 0%, like 0.00002% chance showing up. It's elusive. It's worth 30,000 caps, and if you want, you can go kill people for it. At that point, just add in extra bullshit here. It's half-assed. That's what I'm saying. An outfit should not be worth 30,000 caps. It should not be worth no more than 200,000 caps. No, I'm sorry, 200 caps. I didn't mean 200,000. That was saying 200 to 1,000 is what I meant to say. You should never, ever, ever no matter what, didn't matter how hard it was to get, multiple times, you should never, ever sell it anywhere but anything from 20 to 30 caps, 20,000 to 30,000. You need to get off the game if you're selling it like that. If you have more than one, that means anyone else can get more than one. So why risk everything and deal with nobody wanting to get it and keep doing so until someone wants it? To me, that seems to be counterproductive, don't you think?
Yeah.
But every day someone gets scammed into buying a Hunter's long coat for 30,000 caps. Every day someone gets scammed by buying a camo jumpsuit for 30,000 caps, or hell, even worse. People are so greedy in this game that instead of getting scolded for the cap amount, they get arrested for selling it. You can't legally sell those. It's the problem. Everyone says it's legal, but it's not. I checked. That's illegal. Those weapons are a copyright by Bethesda or by the Fallout thing that's currently owned by Bethesda and ZeniMax. You're selling something that they copyright and they have the legal right to say you can't do that. But people are still doing it. People still go on eBay and say, have elusive Hunter's long coat, $3,000, $2,000 for a longshoreman outfit. Hat is free. It's like, what the fuck? It really does baffle me how that is even a thing. How could they even get? How do players get so low to A, consider buying from that, or B, selling it? I mean, it would have been different if it was a one-off, like the Nuka-Cola Quantum paddle ball that looked like a Nuka-Cola Quantum for a paddle ball string. That was apparently super fucking rare, and we've seen like once or twice. It was taken out, you know why? It tore the game up. It was some kind of super explosive paddle ball. It works with the paddle ball to this day as well. It was an ammo type. That was back when it had a paddle ball as a separate thing. Now you just buy the fucking string, and that's it. You don't have to buy the ball. Or you think you can buy a ball to go with it, but it doesn't do anything. It just adds to your string count because it has its own ball, and it's a gag weapon. It wasn't made to do damage, and then the Quantum one came as a gag weapon with plausibility, kind of like the Fallout 4 fist broadside, the one that punches you and retracts the fist. That was a gag weapon. It did do damage, but it's a gag weapon. I guess they were trying to do that before Fallout. Gag weapons now include cool Slayer radium rifle, paddle ball, commie whacker. I think there's a couple more that I'm probably missing. There was another one that I'm likely going to be missing. That's also a gag weapon, meaning it's a joke. You see it, and you know it's made by the company as a fucking joke. Or, haha, I'm going to sit here and use this paddle ball to fight a Deathclaw. And then you launch off a quantum round from it and kill the Deathclaw almost instantly. You're not supposed to do. You can do damage, but you're not supposed to do a whole bunch of damage. Is why it was not outlawed. I don't know. Hey, Brahma, you thought about getting the West Virginian backpack?
Not at the moment, no. I don't have any items.
Well, if you had the chance to get it, have you thought about getting it, is what I mean. Given it's for West Virginia, the fucking Drifter outfit has a light in it. Apparently the helmet is a light. Again, how? I don't know.
No clue.
But apparently those are lights now. I have a jukebox. I forgot I had the jukebox in the Gold Mr. whatever it's called. I just thought I'd mention it because, again, it's just strange to me.
Yeah.
The down-home bundle should be cheaper, seeing as how for 600 atoms for me. You get the camper, the stash box, and the table. Oh, and you get the cranky looking thing. You crank it up and it smokes. And while I have the camper, so why would it still be as expensive? My brain has the big hurt because I would like to know. I just want to know whether the fuck I could have my atoms back. I'm kind of tired of. I was tired of getting score. That's over now on the 8th. It was over, but you don't get atoms still. I get it. Y'all are waiting for the next scoreboard that's coming in. That's what you do. But I had to contact someone about that, mentioning that I've been getting score like crazy, and I would like to have some of those turned atoms so I could get one of the $500 outfits or something on the game. I was going to get the backpack. They gave me almost enough to get both, but I clicked the wrong button. I wanted to get the backpack first to see what it was like. That didn't work as well as I thought it would, and long story short, I ended up accidentally buying the outfit, and when I found out that it had a lamp attached to it, but no visual effect of a lamp being there, I haven't used it. I feel like it was a waste. It's illogical, that's why. If these works for people, it's still worth it to some people, I'm sure. But for me, just because it has the lamp effect, but no proof of being a lamp, I don't like it. It's just something I don't like. I got the flyboy of it, and when it did it, I was like, you don't even need a lamp. You're a pilot. Even if you crash, you don't need a lamp. Because you're going to be there and wait till rescue. Hey, look, Vlad. You Russian?
But, yeah, I do think that's kind of, and I'm going to go ahead and say that this is you being petty, but that's kind of unfair to people who don't want to spend the atoms on those kind of outfits, because it's a bonus that I think everyone would enjoy. Like, I'm enjoying the shit out of this mask simply for the fact that it's both a gas mask and a headlamp at once.
I'm gonna poke him like crazy. Vlad's finally messaged me back. I'm asking him a weird question about it. If I can get him to come into a chat. Because I was gonna ask him about something. My sister's watching a video. I was watching a show that has a Russian girl in it, and knowing how Putin works, and the Prime Minister of Russia, I have a question for Vlad because he lives in Russia, apparently. I want to see what he has to say about what this Russian actress is doing over here in America. Would that affect her ability to come back to Russia? Knowing how Vladimir Putin has certain ideals and points to be made that are very legit on a Russian level and on an American level. I could see it happening over here one day, but right now no. But he messaged me and said hi.
Anyways, this is our observation on player vending.
Right. It could be better, but they're not going to change. I mean, I get it. I mentioned it many times before to other people in the past. It is your right to do so. You have a vending machine. You can do it. But I really wish you people wouldn't do it.
Right.
Well, insane.
Yeah, it's sad. But anyways, I thank you for being here, guys. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys spread the word somehow.
I hope you understand what we're coming through, at least, that we're not attempting to call anyone out or causing problems. We're just trying to we're sharing what we found with a little bit of tests and some observations. That's really all it is. That we don't have to do this, but it's kind of happening that way. None of this is to call anyone out. We just use the people we know as personal experiences as examples. Just again. Just remember that. Also be looking forward to the next chapter.
Yep. But anyway,
Technically it's chapter 1, but
right.
you want to leave a link to that, by the way? I sent it to you on Facebook. You should copy and paste that link. I would like you to leave that link to the video because we didn't do it in our last video.
I will put that link
be looking forward to that.
And the previous two. But
right. And I want to mention that viewers, while you're there checking out that one, be sure to check out Soldier and Scat.
Yes.
That's another one that's kind of presets that one, but they have no connection whatsoever amongst the books. Just figured I'd mention it because that one's more started and almost done in a way than what I'm doing now. What I'm doing now is just a side project.
Yep.
It was supposed to happen before Soldier and his Cat. It was supposed to be being started and running before I even decided to do that. But things happened, and I chose not to.
Anyway, thanks guys for watching.